Woohoo! Okay, so we knit around and we are on the final section, which is creating the cuff and going around and around on our sock. So, what we are going to do is everybody's pattern is going to be just a little bit different. So for my size, you're going to do some twisted stitches. It's going to be real pretty. So everybody's is slightly different from mine. I am going to purl, knit 2, purl, twist for our lovely twisted stitch. We go just knit into the back of the stitch. Yay! Purl, twist, purl, and then we knit 3. Purl, twist, purl, knit 3. Purl, twist, and then this is going to follow along, so we have this lovely twist stitch up the center back of our heel. Knit 3, and once more, purl, twist, purl, knit 3, and then we're going to purl, twist, purl, knit 2. And that's it. We're going to repeat that same exact pattern for the front of our sock, or the instep, and then that would be 1 round. So we're just going to do that around and around for as many rows as your pattern tells you to, and then we will finish with our bind off, and you will have your sock. Okay, we are on the final step. I have knit the entire sock all the way up. We have the cuff, and now we are going to finally do our bind off. So I like to do this with a crochet hook. This is the same size as the needle, so it should be about 2.5 millimeters. And I put the tape over it because it's easier to hold that way. This is just going to be my favorite bind off. Obviously there are plenty that you can do. It's much easier when you can look at it closely and you're not trying to film. So don't take this as how easy or difficult it is. Do a stretchy bind off. We're going to wrap the yarn around the crochet hook, either from back to front or from front to back, depending on what stitch we're going to be working. So right now we're going to be doing a knit stitch next. So we're going to wrap the yarn from back around the front and knit into that stitch. And then it can help to turn the crochet hook away from you so that you can pull it through both those loops. Nowhere to purl stitch, so we're going to go around from front to back and purl into that stitch, and then pull it through both those loops. Alright, so I've been trying to film this forever and it hasn't been happening, so I'm just doing it on my phone now, and we're going to try and keep this simple. I finally made it to the end. Basically, if you're about to work a knit stitch, you are going to wrap that yarn from back to front, knit into it, and then it can help to kind of pull on the stitch below to help pull that yarn through both those stitches. If it's going to be a purl stitch, you're going to wrap it from front to back and then purl into it. Simple as that. And then pull through those stitches. So now we're at the end, and we don't want this little jog, so I'm just going to wrap it like I'm going to do a knit, and I'm just going to knit into that little first hole there and pull it through like the others. And that just gives a nice little ending so that you're not going to have a big old jog in your sock. Alright, so let's break our yarn. Ah! Careful not to drop things. Don't worry about the acorn. And just break it. And then we're going to pull this through. And you're done! Now you just got to weave it in, which I suppose we can do that also. And then we can take a look at the beauty. Okay, so let's tie in these ends. So first, let's finish this out by going just So it was coming this direction, we're just going to go back into that this way so that it finishes off that knit stitch. There's our stitch. And now I just like to go into the back, over here, flip this over, and basically I'm going to run the yarn up, cross it over, and back down. So see which direction. It's easy to twist around each stitch. Pulling it through. Now we're going across this way and back down, and this way is going to be wrapping opposite. Kind of tug on that so that it stretches out. You can even go back over and go up again if you want to really make sure that it's not coming out, but it shouldn't be coming out. There we go. Sorry about the bad camera quality, but I've given up on my other camera for the moment. That's it! Now I'm just gonna cut that, and then you're done!